An iconic venue, Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. It's the Mississippi State Bulldogs and the Army Black Knights. Reese Davis along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. Black Knights ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Great starting point, takes it inside his own 25. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. On the ground, it's Jackson.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
To the air, it's Bailey. He lobs one high down the left side. He gave his receiver a chance, and it pays off. What a tremendous grab. Mississippi State going up-tempo. He'll take it himself. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And look,
it's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that's a frustrating end to a promising drive. I mean, you get the first drive, you start to go down the field, get in the enemy territory, thinking you might get points, and you do what you can't do. You make that mistake, put the ball on the deck, defense recovers, and gets the momentum in this football game.
If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play. They'll go right back to him. At the 20, he's got space. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Black Knights!
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch it, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. To the air, it's Bailey. Got a man, it's Clark. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Fires downfield. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires quickly. Fights off a defender. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Mississippi State right back to the line. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be fourth down.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, Dave.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
Inside the 35. He's loose. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he makes the extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off in style with a 47-yard touchdown run. Let's see what he can do with the return. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. On the run, it's Jackson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Handoff to the single back. There's a crease. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. And the Black Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. On the move, it's Jackson. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. They'll go to the ground. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Jackson. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And this D's going to have to find some answers, guys. I mean, you've seen it. This offense has moved the ball down the field, done what they want. Now 1st and goal situation. Who cares about the yards? Like, step up right here, try to force them into a 4th down, try to make them kick a field goal.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Army! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Fires toward the target. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Caught near the sideline, it's Clark. He steps out right at the 40-yard line. Now they are in business moving toward midfield. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Bringing the heat. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
On target over the middle. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
And it's just nice, man, to have a big tight end that can work the middle of the field. Like, I can throw it over linebackers' heads, and he's big enough to really be a target before it gets to the safeties. And they run these post patterns, man, and when you throw them on time, they're extremely hard to stop.
Looking for a man, it's Bailey. Throws for the tight end. Finds his man, it's Clark. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Got his man. Can't get him to the ground. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Timeout is called. They let it get down to 3 seconds before stopping the clock, and they'll have a chance to put points up before the break. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll bring them to within 4. Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. Coming out with it, it's Wingo. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Army sends its offense onto the field to start the drive. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us...
Shakes a man, and he might take off. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Making side adjustments here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds a man in the middle. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight it, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath.
Maybe some room here. Got enough space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Black Knights!
And That's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Bailey. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Turning it on! He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Wants to throw it again. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Draw play, quarterback keeps it. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Mississippi State going up tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding...
Makes the grab in their space. Touchdown, Mississippi State. A great catch and run for 6. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Wants to throw. It's Bailey. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run it to the right. He's in open space downfield. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip and tuck affair. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Grabbed behind the line. It's Eakin. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 2nd down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Holding this 4th quarter lead, and they're going to try to finish it off with a gamble on 4th down. Looking left. Still on his feet at the 45. Turns it on down the left side. The 10. Touchdown, Army! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it in with a huge play, an 80-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Looking to pass, it's Bailey. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Picked off. What a play to set him up. After making the interception, ran that thing